At the heart of JohnMarrs' novel, The One, lies a disturbing nightmare. In this world, love is no longer a gamble, it's a lab result. With just one mouth swab and a simple DNA test, a company called Match Your DNA reveals your perfect partner, your soulmate, your one. Sounds romantic, right? But this same test wreaks havoc on marriages, shatters families, and turns ordinary lives into collateral damage for a machine people believe is destiny. This concept is marketed as the ultimate solution for modern dating, a mix of Tinder, 23andMe, and a Silicon Valley god complex. Millions are drawn in by the promise of perfection. Scientists discover that every person shares a unique gene with only one other person. Not a better match or a more compatible match, just the match. Match Your DNA turns this revelation into a global sensation. People flock to find out if their current partner is truly the one or merely someone they settled for before science intervened. This premise takes a dark turn. The test doesn't just affect dating, it rewires society. Romance shifts from being about choice and effort to being dictated by data. If the lab indicates your soulmate is someone else, what happens to your vows, your family, your identity? Let that sink in. In this world, love has been outsourced to customer service. Let's look at the casualties. Meet Christopher. On the surface, he's just another guy receiving his match notification, but in reality, he's a serial killer, actively hunting. He meets women through dating apps, murders them, and seeks to create a grotesque legacy. Then his DNA result arrives, revealing his perfect match is Amy, a police officer. Here's where it gets wild. Christopher becomes fascinated by her. For the first time, he feels something resembling genuine attachment. Can the one soften a monster? The answer is no. Eventually, Amy discovers Christopher's true nature and kills him with his own weapon. It's brutal and poetic, underscoring a harsh truth. Being matched doesn't guarantee safety. Next, we have Nick. He's happily engaged to Sally and takes the test for reassurance. But big mistake. Sally isn't his match. Another man named Alex is. Now, Nick must confront a more profound crisis than heartbreak. He has to reevaluate his identity, having never seen himself as gay. Alex also identifies as straight, yet the test result forces them to face a new reality. Their connection deepens, causing Sally to realize she's losing him. Tragedy strikes when Sally becomes pregnant and dies during childbirth, leaving Nick to grapple with a shattered engagement and a life turned upside down. This one DNA test doesn't just disrupt a wedding, it detonates identity, loyalty, and the belief that knowing the truth simplifies life. It doesn't. It complicates everything. The most significant storyline belongs to Ellie, the genius behind Match Your DNA. She's powerful, wealthy, and emotionally guarded. When she finally finds her own match, it seems poetic. Her match is a man named Timothy, normal and safe, the kind of guy who could crack her emotional vault. They get serious, appearing to affirm the book's thesis. But Timothy is actually Matthew, who isn't her match. He approaches her with a vendetta, as his family suffered because of Ellie's unethical testing practices. Matthew seeks revenge and revelation, claiming he's hacked her system. The trusted algorithm that dictated lives might have been producing false matches. This twist is terrifying. It's not just Ellie's exposure that horrifies. It's the realization that the system many treated as truth was never morally clean. Consider the implications. People left partners, rebuilt lives, confessed feelings, and even killed, all based on a flawed database that claimed to understand love. At the novel's end, Mars doesn't provide comfort. Instead, he leaves us questioning which matches were real and which lives were built on deception. If a machine can dictate whom you should love, what happens when it gets it wrong? This is why The One resonates. The darkest idea is not that one perfect person exists, but that the pursuit of certainty may obliterate all the imperfect human elements that make love meaningful. So after absorbing all of this, would you still take the test? Drop your answer in the comments. For more fast, dark, mind-bending story breakdowns like this, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. Some stories don't just entertain, they make you question your own DNA.